carries to play because understanding exactly when to farm, how to fight, when to fight. His timings are all over the place. It depends on so many things. So I think I'm going with Liquid, even though I like Liga's draft a bit more. I feel like their draft is easier to execute.
Okay. I don't know if there's like some pub beef or something between Tomato and the offlaner of Liga. This is 2 games now this series. He said free Pudge game. So I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not aware, but you know, Tomato has been streaming a lot. Maybe Tomato viewers in the chat know what's up. I'm not sure if Ver streams as well, but this cosmetic for Nisha, I love it. I honestly tried really hard to get it because Primal is one of my favorite heroes, but I never got it.
It's so ugly. It's just so.
It's ugly, but
mix.
It's cool.
Dude, I hate the mix that we're getting at the moment. I think it was. Oh, who was it? It was some China offlaner, maybe an XXS or JT in one of the tournaments, was going for like a combo of all these sets put together, and it was just an abomination of a primal beast.
No, that's what the hero's supposed to be, you know? It's ugly, it's scary. I think it fits the hero quite a bit. Glance value-wise, definitely weird, right? You look at this, you have no idea. Like, I guess there's no other hero that looks like him, even though it doesn't look like Primal Beast at all.
I do wonder how he's going to be able to fare in this lane as well versus the Wind Ranger. Of course, it's kind of nice having a range hero just to be able to give you natural uproar stacks, and I feel like, I mean, Primal Beast again with your ability to dump your body on the creep wave and make it difficult for the enemy person to actually last it freely can be a bit frustrating.
This lane goes both ways. In the past, when Windrun used to slow, Primal Beast actually had no way to really beat Windranger, but now it's on Power Shot. If by any chance Rebel uses it to get a CS, you do have an opening, especially with the build he ended up going for, Uproar level 1. Having that slow and 2 points of trample, there's a clear chance here that Rebel might die if he misplays.
And what are your thoughts about the Skywrath Mage here? This is something that is really an Eastern Europe staple. I mean, we've seen this year, it doesn't really matter what meta it's in or whatever patch, you're going back multiple years. It's something that they've always really favored, and of course, lately, the big one, I think, is Nine Pandas, when they were having a lot of success in last year's DPC. But we haven't seen it for a little bit of time now. But what do you think about the hero?
I think the hero is good, but I think this hero gets worse the best your opponents are. I feel like you're extremely reliant in the early game on getting those, bursting people off. Obviously, Milan said you don't really solo kill most cores with this hero, but if Insania is well positioned, if Liquid is able to posture in a way where this Skywrath Mage doesn't get those kills, I feel like this hero is kind of falls off really hard. So you really have to snowball. I think it's a bit of a... I think it can be a bit of a bait pick, but I know it's very strong. But very curious to see how L1GA is going to be able to perform. I think there's a lot of Q combo, right? A lot of their damage is magical. If you can reliably kill...
Oh, 33 actually ate the pounce, so Ramses wasn't able to get that distance away that he was requiring to stay alive there. And we saw last game, 33 boxing at a pretty decent lane on the Brewmaster, and it's already off to another good start.
Yeah, I honestly don't think Slark counters Brewmaster in lane nearly as much as people think he does. This hero... The reason this hero got popular was when they introduced that base attack speed change, so that heroes... Oh, wait a second here. Spantoman is definitely gonna die. And they reverted that change on Slark. I think he had 25 extra base agility, and he was owning lanes, and I think back to 100. I don't think this hero is that strong against Brewmaster. You have evasion, you have 2 slows, you can dispel one, but you can always just use one then the other as 33.
Yeah, actually hold that thought. 33.
For this.
Oxy's still got other stuff going on with the creep wave, but yeah, do you like that decision from Liquid? Boxy actually dragged the wave because it was a wave and a half getting shoved into Ramsey's tower. What do you think the read was there from Liquid?
I like it. You don't really allow like Ramses to be aggressive because he's now like under a lot of harass. Bo3 though is separated from 33. Well, okay, it's gonna be okay. I mean, this here, dude, Brewmaster is so strong in lane. You always see, you know, Ursas, Larks. I very rarely even see this hero dying in lane in professional matches. Just if you're good at toggling your Drunken Brawler and using all of your spells, I guess just like Kanka, you know, any offlane that can go double bracer feels incredibly powerful in this patch.
Anisha's really struggling mid lane. I mean, the eyes look kind of nice, but 11-11 compared to the 23 and 10. I just watched him in that previous lane, in the previous wave, I should say. He's missing a lot of CS. Back to top though, Bo3. So they're not going to get chased down. Maybe the turnaround potential is going to be there. 33 continuing to beat into Ramses. This Cinder Brew adding so much damage. It's not enough for the kill, however. And we do see in the end, they were able to find them. Rotation out of Nisha. Looks like should be rooted with the kill onto Pentiment. Would love to be able to catch up to Ramses as well, but that one I think
these creeps
is not possible.
There's so many creeps in this lane. He just brought a full wave to the top lane. Just feeding 33 even more. Oh no, he's gonna drag him. Okay. He's gonna keep what is his. Mid lane though, they have a catapult wave, so they know Nisha doesn't really have any spells, doesn't have a way to address this. This could be a little bit of pressure.
I think earlier today we saw Rabel have a... I was very impressed with his Wind Ranger performance in game one, so I'm kind of excited to see how he's going to be able to perform once again. I think he made some really solid outplays in that one, so... Speaking of him though, might be in a lot of trouble. At least he gets a spiteful deny onto the invis, but Insane will come in and snipe the kill. Meanwhile, that's a big one though. That is a huge one. 33 goes down. Of course, you recognize that. Supports are rotating to the mid lane, so the Brewmaster is going to be a little bit vulnerable there, and well, there you go, they jump on that opportunity.
This is very necessary. Look at the difference here. Slark's supposed to counter Brewing lane. He has 10 more CS, has a lot of denies. And I guess one thing we didn't even talk during the draft, that Oracle pick, also dispelling Windran could be really problematic for Rebel. Not as free of a game on Wind Ranger than that other one he played.
Nisha top lane.
Ramses.
Nisha's going to be scattered up the ward, but Ramses going to be okay still nonetheless.
Oh, nice cancel.
So, oh, yeah, nice frost by Pentiment, just able to get in range. I mean, 33 still hunting though. Cinderbro unfortunately still on cooldown, but this Pounce has a far longer cooldown, and it looks like he's going to run directly into Bo3 once picking up that Wisdom Room. So even more experience. I mean, we're on the opposite side of the map though. We do see Insane go down. So, I mean, you get something, I suppose. Did he get the Wisdom? Did he get the Wisdom?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so both with them. Wisdom's going to Liquid.
Yeah, this is huge. Look at the support levels. 5 and 75% on Bo3, minute 7, and the Oracle also pretty close to his 6. The supports. Skywrath Mage specifically, this hero relies heavily on having levels to burst people down. TP from the sky.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wanna Q33 top lane.
With a couple of supports once again showing mid. I mean, they're doing such a good job to be able to punish 33 for his position when the supports aren't with him. It looks like they'll be rewarded for that for a second time now.
Oh, but what about mid? Rebel.
Mid lane, that's the big one, yeah. Rabel goes down under the tower, still top lane. You will also get a secondary kill, but 2 deaths now for Rabel's Wind Ranger. I was just praising him and the performance we saw earlier on. He had a great start in the lane, but these kills are really helping Nisha come back. In fact, he has higher net worth now than the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, right. I mean, the Dispel is a big thing, and just having the control with Pulverize, it means that even with BKB, Rebel's gonna struggle a little bit. in later portions of the game, once he has more HP, once he has BKB, right click wise, they don't really have it on Liquid to kill this Wind Ranger. There might have to be.
Ramses? Oh, oh no.
Okay. How is he this bright on the Primal Beast?
That's the shield room, brother. This is
What is this caller? This is an unknown caller.
I didn't you know he has BKB already?
All right, that's okay. I have never seen shield rune on this skin. This looks really dumb.
Nisha is kind of cooking though. I mean, these movements are looking effortless from Liquid. They have come to play in this third game. With that being said, again, 33 got no one with him. 33 is going to die. It's kind of the equation that it seems to be.
And the thing is, even with all of those skills they're trying to give Ramses, he's still really, really poor. He's like just barely ahead of Pantoman. And Slark's a hero that like you need to farm other heroes, and at the same time you need gold for that
arena
lane. A lot of damage.
Onto Nisha being able to contest it, and they're going to be able to bring him down, and now Bo3 as well. Give a double kill over, so the river's going to be that perfect spot for them to fight by the looks of it on Liga, and have to be very, very happy.
Really big move. Ramses is going for that Diffusal Blade, by the way. I expected that maybe he was considering Mage Layer just because of all that magic damage. Even the Oracle can do a lot of damage to you early on, but he will go for the Diffu instead.
No, again, it's... Oh, hold that. Nisha bottom lane.
Oh, the spear didn't hit him.
Nice attempt with the spear. And Nisha should be all they need to be able to get the kill into the Mars, especially with the Infest play. I was just going to say, like, Tomato's having another very quiet game. We saw it game 1 with the Lysil, we saw it second game with the Luna, but Nisha wants to get him involved.
Yeah, Tomato's having another free lane. His armlet about to be delivered. Just straight up Radiance like in the other games, although this is not as good of a Radiance game as the other one, I think, but still definitely solid. That's definitely the most reliable build when you just keep your farm up. And the moves that Liga can do to really offset that heavily rely on L1GA, but I think he's just gonna die here.
And he is, and they did smoke underneath the Observer Ward, so...
Oh, can they punish?
They might be able to, Tomato. Thanks to Shackle, and they will not actually be able to punish it. In fact, Liquid, they're responding with Bo3, and there's even the threat of potentially 33 wanting to come down. He's got that Primal Split already.
Oh, good position here for Bo3.
Now pokes out for a second. Not an easy kill, though. Take a bit of a stack. Mars has got the arena over there. Oh, the supports are over-positioned. And this is going to be a big opportunity. Level 8 for Insania. So maxed out Purifying Flames. I don't think the heal is going to be enough. In fact, he's going to use it aggressively instead. So he will go down as a result of the arena.
I mean, but it's still pretty good. You trade Arena for a False Promise. Your Lifestealer is gigantic. This Lark is still in recovery mode. And the Wind Ranger is even getting out-farmed as Ver. Oh, good. Yeah,
and Nisha is... This is quite the Primal Beast performance so far.
Last big Primal.
You gonna get another?
And yeah, I mean, he has Blade Mail as well. You cannot focus fire this Primal Beast.
He's got boys to play with. I mean, they're gonna TP in. Nisha will actually respect the rotations. Ramses even comes. A Diffusal Blade is not completed, and especially with the Mystic Flare nuke, they will be able to slow down this strong early game that we're getting out of Nisha.
That's it. Space 433, even with 3 deaths, looks like that 14-15 minute Radiance is gonna be coming up regardless. Already has the red. Timado, uncontested. He's actually changing his mind. I like this. I love that he might be going for Desolator, I think.
Oh, is this not a dead item?
Sort of. But I think in this game, like you're gonna have two radiances first of all, right? So it's a bit weird to have
it's
it.
Maelstrom instead. Never mind.
Oh, Maelstrom. Okay. Just you still get the farming speed, but yeah, it is even a bit cheaper. I like it. I think the double radiance. I've seen games where you go double radiance and then you disassemble waiting a hero to get a nullifier, which is not even bad this game. So that's what I thought Timado was gonna do. But you do have that overlap for a pretty big portion of the game, which is not ideal.
Have you noticed the stacks from Liquid? Look at the triangle, man. Niche. Oh my god. And even before he farmed like a quad stack at the hard camp and medium camp down bottom, which are already stacked once again with a triple.
Tomato? Yeah, that's the thing with Primal Beast.
Oh, didn't immediately TP out, but no, it's fine.
Okay. Primal Beast, even though it's a super early game type hero, can farm stack so nicely. Look at that, just farms the entire ancient stack with one spell, and now is pretty close to what is this? Either Blink or Eggs. Both really good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I wonder actually. It doesn't seem like he's requiring the Blink Dagger at this stage of the game with his incredible positioning so far. I do wonder if he considers about the Scepter, but of course there's... Let's see, very intrigued.
They're gonna try and trade towers here. 33 just a bit faster. Although Vler does have some backup behind him. And yeah, to me that's the problem, right? Like you pick this Lark, you don't win your lane. Oh no, Ramses, what?
Speaking of the Slark,
he knew there was a ward there. He just walked into it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and 4 deaths for Ramses. He's had some really solid performances so far throughout the 1-win series, but this one in particular is not one to remember. Bottom lane now. They're still yet to take the tower, and Liquid are going to be able to respond. Nisha there again in time to be able to cancel that TP.
They can even get the deny mid lane.
What just happened? Were you watching that? Were you watching the choreo snipe?
I didn't. What happened?
So, hold that thought, because 33 might actually have to pop split. Silence is still on cooldown for the moment from L1GA, so yeah, he's not going to have an opportunity. Might even look for the kill into the Crystal Maiden. This 4-star's going to be able to get him away. Does he go for it? Ooh, I was thinking about it. They're coming, actually. Another Cyclone's going to be able to hold Rabel. Doesn't get it off, though, in time.
Alright. Split wasted, but, you know, they just want to chill here. Liquid, to me at least, they have the late game. Unless Siskin get lots and lots of really good kills. Because this hero just doesn't farm fast enough. The matchup into Lifestealer, I think, used to be much better, but now with the eggs, with having all of those saves as well, I think longer fights usually benefits Lark, but I think these fights are way too long.
I don't know how they got the read, but still it's not going to matter. 33 gets caught, but of course Insania on the outskirts of the arena.
Silence on
He's silenced at the moment. But they don't have the damage to be able to kill the Brewmaster before the Oracle spells are back up. So it's just an all-out retreat. The initiation, it wasn't bad, but we just see the lack of damage at the moment with them playing from this large of a deficit. And maybe they got a glimpse of Ramses. Boxy not going to be able to get in range. Telekinesis was still on cooldown regardless.
Yeah,
just sitting at bottom already. Instant TP's down for Rabel. Looks like he's out.
Really quick moves from Liquid. And that's what happens. Like, you're smoking with no vision. Yeah, they dropped the ward in the cliff there, but it's still a really awkward engage to go up the high ground. There are several Liquid heroes. And even without the split, they can repel. Liga's Nisha
is in some danger. All heroes required to be able to get the kill, but he's got a lot of health. 4 starts up to the high ground. Are they actually going to be able to kill him? Rabel! Oh my god, Nisha's not gonna die! Come on, man, no way! How does Nisha live through it all? And not only that, he's even gonna be able to run down the Mars. I mean, Pentiment, what can he really do? Gets a 4-star to help Mars maybe get some moments of peace, but Nisha's back in, catching up to the Crystal Maiden. And he just taked every single spell.
And that's with Timado not even joining the fight. He has been, you know, he's 2-0-2, a bit more active than the other game. I don't know. I feel like this Lark pick was a big debate. I think the playstyle that Ramses seems to be very good at with this team doesn't really fit Slark at all. And I think the item build,
Speaking of
no
Slark.
Diffusal, guess the Dispel.
No ultimate for a couple of seconds. He's back up now, though, but still look at the AoE damage from Nisha. That's a decent arena. Quick Fingers with the telekinesis going to delay the spear for a little bit. Meanwhile, now finally, Tomato feels strong enough to show up to the fight, and 33's wraparound intercepts the escape, and they're going to call it. League up. Too large of a deficit from them. Liquid look too goddamn good as well, so they will move on to play in the playoffs.
Yeah.